Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Well, in today's video we are going to do a little modification. That's cool Porsche, old school. We are going to do a little modification to the 1 Series. This modification is for the handling part. So we are going to do an underbody V-brace, which will make the handling of the 1 Series a little bit sharper. And from what I've heard, when you go full throttle with a 1 Series, especially with like an M140i, a little bit higher horsepower, the booty will drift a little bit like that. Not really drifting, but it feels as if the rear is floating over the front axle when you're going over full throttle, mostly when you have over 400 horsepower. So we actually want to, eliminate that as much as possible, and apparently an underbody V-brace helps against that. So what is an underbody V-brace? Well, it's something actually that they only put on the 3 doors. I think the LCI 1 3 doors, and they never put it on another version. They didn't put it on 5 doors because they told us it wasn't necessary. And on the LCI 2 they apparently made some adjustments to the subframe, and they also didn't need it anymore. So yeah, they did some adjustments to the subframe, and then they also didn't put that part on anymore. But every 1 Series that doesn't come with the V-brace and just drives a lot better when they install it afterwards. So it's it's a cool modification. It's plug and play because it's very easy to install. It's an OEM BMW part, so the fitment is perfect, and like I said, it doesn't change anything. It just gives you better handling in corners, and when accelerating, the car becomes a little bit more stable. So now we are going to get into the car, and we're on our way to the Netherlands, but maybe we should give her a clean first, because I don't know what happened, but damn. Yeah, she is one very dirty 1 Series. Very dirty. I really don't know when this happened. I've went to some little back roads, and there was a little bit of mud on there, but I didn't fly over them at like very high speeds. But I think combination with the rain and a high speed run, I think that dirt got like everywhere. But damn the boy. Anyway, we'll give her a good deserved clean, because yeah, this is no look for an M140i. But we'll get in and go to the Netherlands. Okay, so when we arrived in the Netherlands, in the garage where it was going to get installed, my phone was too hot to film, so I needed to wait like 20 minutes until it was cooled down. And apparently it's because of I'm using Google Android Auto, and I don't know why, but it makes my phone always so smoking hot, and then I can't use a camera as a safety precaution. So I had to wait a little bit, but we have some shots during the installation, and then I'll get on the road, go to a car wash with that thing, and then we'll talk about the customization and what it actually does to the car and how it benefits from it. So now he's removing the old stock bracket from the car, and as you can see, there is the new bracket with the which is basically called the V-brace. And it's already mounted on the car. It's a very fast and easy job, and as you can see, it looks terrific, and it brings extra stiffness to the car. It's an OEM part, so the fitment is perfect. So yeah, it will sharpen up the handling. Okay, so I actually waited till a couple days later to shoot my reaction on this, because it's dark outside and the image is just no good when it's dark. But yeah, driving with the V-brace on, normal driving stays exactly the same. So when you're just driving normally, you don't notice that the V-brace is on, so it has no downsides on daily driving, which is also a good thing. When you do other performance modifications for the handling, your car most of the times becomes a little bit more robust and a little bit more firm. And then then you sacrifice a little bit of daily drivability. But I can I can say clearly that daily driving this car stays exactly the same. Now, under full acceleration, what used to happen was especially in higher speeds, that the rear was like floating a little bit. It felt not very stable, and with the V-brace under heavy acceleration, that's something that really is not that common anymore. It's way less. And also cornering, you know, I mean, I have never, you know, pushed this car to its extreme yet, because of the circumstances are just complete rubbish. I mean, it's cold, it's wet, so not really a time when you want to push a rear-wheel driven sports hatchback. But I have the small feeling that it's indeed a little bit more, how should I say, a little bit more planted, but not that I can tell because I have tested it extremely yet, you know. But I have the feeling when going into a corner that the back is a little bit more stable, but no night and day difference, especially on hard acceleration. I notice it. Otherwise, you know, let's take this corner here, you know, it's there. I mean, the car floats a little bit less when cornering. So yeah, I think for only 200 euro, I mean, that's kind of a lot of money for some metal. But the thing is, it's an original BMW piece, so the fitment and installment is perfect. You know, there's no special treatment needed. You just, you know, remove the old brackets and then install the new ones, and it's as simple as that. So that's really a nice thing of the OEM, you know, parts. They just fit perfectly and the finish is perfect. So yeah, is it worth it? I would say it is, especially when you're planning on going higher power. On a stock M140i, it's already noticeable that the rear floats a little bit, but when you are starting to tune the car, that's when you really, you know, notice the fact that, you know, the underbody of the car is not made as an M car. I mean, a real M car is much more stable. This is basically a 1 Series with a very good engine in it, and that's what you have to realize when you start tuning this thing. But yeah, otherwise I would say I'm happy with the result, and driving is just, you know, became a little bit better. You know, the handling became better and the daily drivability stayed the same. So yeah, good thing. Anyway guys, I would say thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video very soon.